Jokers at the bottom with the radio guitar. Miss me with your problems, Lego, I'ma hit them all. Face it with a problem in the riddle of it all. It's who gives a fuck, let's live it up and please pick up my calls. I can help you let it be, head up to the pedigree, made up to the medicine, better than the better please. I can help you let it be, mother man come from me, woof woof woof, and you're barking on my tree, babe. Woof woof woof, I cry. Can I see you tonight? I've been working on a project that's called you, and I do or die, and I'm grieving alone. Better let the band play and the band play, so I ain't gotta wait now. See, tell me not to wait now. See, never mind, just hit me up and low. Never heard you make somebody like it. I can take it any day. See, I can take it anywhere. See, never mind, just hit me up. Dang. Judging by the cover, I tell you I don't really read much. Need song, need buzz, need fun. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Let's get one, babe. I got this weight off. I can help you let it be. Head up to the pedigree, made up to the medicine. Better than the better, please. I can help you let it be. Mother man, come from me. Woof, woof, woof. And you're barking on my leash, babe. Woof, 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 I cry. Can I see you tonight? I've been working on a project that's called you, and I do or die, and I'm bleeding low. Better let the band play and the band play, so I ain't gotta wait now. Say, tell me not to wait now. Say, never mind, just hit me up and low. Never heard you met somebody like it. I can take it any day. Say, I can take it anywhere. Say, never mind, just hit me up. Dang. Dang. Dang.
All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Monday. How's everybody doing today? Hope you all are well. My apologies. I know we went live a little bit later today. I had to be an adult and take care of some stuff. And then I haven't really been sleeping the best, so I took a nap because I was really tired. But anyway, we are here today. First off, let me get my hellos in order. Welcome in, Mr. Luke. Congratulations on being third to chat. And congrats on once again joining. It was something sus. Also, welcome in Caleb. Congratulations on getting up to the 100 mark on Raikou. I can feel the shiny. It's coming in. Late 1-5, indeed. I won't cap with you. Anyway, we are here today to do the Gen 5 rankings, which I think this is my favorite one so far. For those of you who may be new to this whole thing, we started this in Gen 4. Well, not the series, but we started doing this order in Gen 4 where we're going to do the starters, and then we do the stage 1s, we go into the stage 2s, and then the stage 3s, and then we'll do the stuff that doesn't evolve, and then the legendaries, and then the mythicals. Okay? That way it's a little bit more spread out, and we don't just go back to back to back with the same Evo. A quick look at our tiers today. We've got Peak Mon, Almost Peak, Great Mon. It's good. It exists, and that's something. Underrated and always overrated. So, lots to get into. If we do end up finishing in like a reasonable amount of time. I do plan on going a little bit longer with the tier list today, being that this is the biggest generation. The other thing is we're going to be jumping into Pokemon Violet, which I understand I've never streamed Pokemon Violet. All my Gen 9 stuff has been Pokemon Scarlet. But I'll be streaming Violet, just kind of doing some dex grinding for a future series that I want to do, in a future video. But it's gonna be a chill day. Not gonna be a really long stream because I went live so late, and I'd rather be finished up for 8 o'clock or 8:30. So probably only about a 3-hour stream today. But other than that, we are gonna get right into it. With our 3 starters. So we've got Snivy, we've got Tepig, and Oshawott. Now, out of the 3, Oshawott is my favorite, right? I would probably say Oshawott's an almost peak. I would say Tepig's an almost peak, and I would say Snivy is an almost peak. I would say they're not my favorites. There's definitely like a different tier as to it all. When it comes to like the generation, I really like 5. 5's really nostalgic for me. However, there are, you know, better starter combos in my opinion. But we'll get to that down the line. Next up, we've got the second stage. So we've got Servine, Pignite, and Duat. I honestly think that Pignite is great. I would say Servine is great as well, but not as good as Pignite. And I would say Duat's probably the best out of the 3, right? So I mean, we're kind of keeping it a little bit consistent. Superior was the one that I originally chose in my first playthrough of Black and White 2. Emboar was the only one that I didn't use out of the 3, and Samurott, obviously, you know, Samurott's got a place in the heart, indeed. I would probably say Samurott. I'm trying to think. I really do like Emboar. I'm not gonna lie. Like Emboar's, I'm gonna put Emboar almost peak, and I'd probably put it here. I put Samurai on great, and I'd put Superior. I put it in almost peak too. I put it there. Yeah. Okay, so getting into our stuff that's not a starter. We've got Patrat, Lillipup, and Purloin. I would give Lillipup Greatmon. I would give Patrat It's Good, and I would give Purloin Greatmon. I think all 3 of them, you know, take on the role that they're assigned very well. They're all regional mammals. You know, obviously stage 3 for Lillipup, stage 2 for Patrat and Purloin. So, you know, not too much spread. I definitely like the Evos a lot more. Now these next ones, Pansage, Panseer, and Pampor. Personally, in my opinion, I think that these are amazing. I love these 3, right? I would genuinely put these here. Now, putting them in the order of which I enjoy them, I would probably say that, right? Munna, I think Munna is a great mon. I put it above Lillipup. Pidove is good. I put it over Patrat, but it's nothing special. It's the regional bird. It's very plain for regional bird, which makes sense. It's a pigeon, right? Nothing too crazy. Blitzel, I love Blitzel. Blitzel's awesome. I put Blitzel on Greatmon. Roggenrola, personally for me, I think Roggenrola is extremely cute. I don't understand why we don't love on Roggenrola a little bit more, but I can't change everybody's opinion, right? So I'll probably put Roggenrola there. Woobat, I would probably put Woobat in It's Good. I'd probably put it there. Because, again, Pidove and Patrat are just so plain. Woobat actually kind of goes for something. Drillbur is amazing. I love Drillbur. It's going to go into Greatmon. I'd probably put it right above Roggenrola. Timber. I'm going to be honest. The whole Timber, Girder, and Conkeldurr line just doesn't hit the same for me. I'd probably put it in It Exists. Timepole is going to go in Almost Peak. Timepole is genuinely amazing. I think Timepole is better than Tadpole, if I'm being honest. I'd probably put it there. Sawaddle also goes in Almost Peak. Sawaddle's amazing. Honestly, I'd put Sawaddle there. I love Sawaddle. Venipede, too. Venipede's awesome. Cottony, it's good. It's nothing special. I'd probably put Cottony there. Yeah. Petalil, same thing. It's good. I'll probably put it there. Sandile, almost peak. Sandile is amazing. Darumaka, I think, is extremely underrated, if I'm being honest. Darumaka, very fun guy, very little man, very happy, amazing evolution. Thank you, Mr. Duckin, for being first to stream today. How are you doing, sir? Dwebble, I think Dwebble is underrated as well. I'm gonna be so real. Frederick won 5 balls. What the fuck is up, Mr. Duck? Alright, now we got... I'm sweaty and poor? What the fuck? Oh, shit. You just reminded me I gotta transfer money real quick. Yeah. Makes sense to move to a number. Alright, there we go. W. It's over $330 today. Oh my lord, dude. On what? Scraggy, I'm gonna put in Greatmon as well. I'd probably put it between Rock and Rolla and Muna. I really do like Scraggy. You know what? I'm gonna put it over Rock and Rolla because the anime's Scraggy. Peak. Very good. Yamask, I get it. It just isn't my favorite, if I'm being real. I don't really like Galarian Yamask that much either. But, you know. Personally, I think this gen did these two amazingly. These two little guys for Tirtuga and Archon, beautiful. Honestly, I'd put them at almost peak. We're gonna go here. I do like Archon more than Tirtuga. Grocery stuff, new shoes, and clothes. Gosh, I got home about an hour ago, and prior to that, I had been shopping for the last 3.5 hours. Jeez, dude. Trubbish, it's good. It's nothing special. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I love Trubbish, because there's no real spot in the heart for Trubbish more than what it being a Pokemon. I spent $270 at JSC Penney, 5 pairs of pants and 2 shirts. That's not bad, honestly. Zorua, we're gonna put Zorua in almost peak. We're gonna put it just above Time Pool. Minchino, I think it's good. Nothing special. I'd put it above the trash can. I'd put it above the cotton ball, but I wouldn't put it above Sugat. Gothita, I'd probably say the same thing. It's good, but nothing special. Pocket's gonna be mad at you. Why is Pocket gonna be mad at me? Solosis, nothing special. Zorua line is their favorite mon. Guys, it's my rankings, okay? I'm sorry. If you don't like it, I get it, okay? Okay, we're gonna put Solosis there. Ducklet, I think, is pretty good, but I think it has the Pidove factor. I would put it above Pidove because it's got a cool coloration. Vanillite, I really do like Vanillite. I'm gonna be so real. But I don't know. I'd probably put it there, right? Deerling, I think, is a great mon. I think the concept for Deerling is amazing. Carablast and Shelmet, I really want to put them in underrated, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put them in peak. I'm going to put Shelmet above Carablast, though. Yeah. Fungus, I'd probably put in great. I'd put it right. I'll put it right there. Right there. Okay. Furlish, I get the concept. I feel like we could have gone a little bit different route of Jellyfish. Personally, for me, I feel like Nihiligo's design is a better take on Jellyfish than what Furlish is. So I'm going to put it in It Exists. I do like it more than I like Timber, though. Plus, the haircut place had stupid long wait time. I checked waits. Each time I checked in the plus side, I got Nerds Gummy Cluster. Ooh, Nerds Gummy Clusters. Joltik, Greatmon. We're going to go above Rock and Rolla. Pharaoh Seed, it's good. I do like it. I wouldn't give it anything special, though. I'll probably put it right there. Furlish gives Tattered Plastic Bag. It does. Jellicent, I really don't like Jellicent either. Probably gonna put Jellicent like below those two, but Clink, I think Clink is good. Nothing special. I think it's got a cuteness factor. Tynamo, same thing. I'd probably put Tynamo. Where would I put Dynamo? I'd probably put Dynamo there. Elium. I'll put Elium here. I don't know. I feel like we kind of missed with the designs early on with the psychic types in this generation, dude. Litwick. I'm gonna put Litwick above Rock and Roll. I really do like Litwick. Axew is gonna go in Almost Peak. Axew is amazing. Cubchoo. Cubchoo is Almost Peak as well. I don't think it's as high. I'll probably put Cubchoo there though. Mindfu is good. I'll probably put it there. Golett, I really do like Golett. Maybe Golett. No, I like him more than these two. I like it more than that. I do like it more than Mindfu. I do like it more than Clink. I like it more than Snowcone. We're gonna put it at top. We're gonna put it at top. Poniard. Poniard is great. Poniard is amazing. I love Poniard. Rufflet, don't love it as much. I'd probably, if like, for as cool as Braviary is, Rufflet isn't that special. Right? Plus you have to deal with this small little bird for like so long in other games. Like if you get a Rufflet early on, like in Scarlet and Violet, like you can get one in the Asada Desert and like it's what, like 26, and then you have to get it to like 45 or 54 for freaking Braviary. Oh man, that's crazy. Vullaby I'd probably put under. Dino, hear me out, I understand it's a pseudo. I don't love Dino as much, right? I'm gonna give it there. Larvesta, however, I'm gonna give Almost Peak. I love the bug. There's something just about the bug types in this generation that just hit different, and I don't know if that's just a me thing. It's not the. I think this is the longest we've gone without having something in Peak. I'm gonna be so real. Watchog, we're gonna go. It's good for Watchog. I'll put it just under Dino. Herdier I do like, but I don't love it. We're gonna go probably here. Yeah. I got a shiny Rufflet as my final member for my shiny team in the desert in Scarlet, and I was stuck with Tiny Bird for so long. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like in the original Unovian games, it makes sense because when you get it, that's where the level is. But like in an open world game or open world like Scarlet and Violet, like you have to kind of fend for yourself a little bit more. Kitty, Gen 5 to me is a good gen. Not many standouts, but still good designs. No, yeah. I watched a video the other day of like some dude was comparing all of the because there's a lot of similarities between the Gen 5 stuff and then the Gen 1 stuff, obviously because it was supposed to be the reboot, so they would kind of use Gen 1 as like kind of the contrast to make things more Americanized. What's up, Mr. Sam? I really like Dino and Hydreigon. No, I love Hydreigon. I think Hydreigon's dope. I just don't love Dino as much. I also don't really like Zoelis. Like, the big base makes me feel weird for some reason. I feel like it's Gabite, but if they make Gabite worse in my eyes. But that's just personally me, right? Liepard, I think Liepard's a great mon. I'd put Liepard here. Simisage, Simisear, and Simipour. Same thing. I love these. I don't think I love them as much as their Prevos, though. However, it is going to be in a different order. Simipour is still going to keep last, but Simisear and Simisage are going to switch. It's just the pans and the Simis, there's something about the iconicness of like the first gym whenever you face the connoisseurs in Unova. Peak. I thought it was such a cool idea. Musharna I think is almost peak. Genuinely, this is an amazing Evo. I do like it more than those. I don't like it as much as that. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm getting a call. Sorry. I had to get rid of my car today. So they're making sure that the guy came to pick it up, which is great. Zuelis is icky. It is icky. I hatched a shiny dino in Scarlet. So this is gonna be a little bit of a callback. If you're a little bit younger, you might not know it. But when you had a DS, the way to get cheats was on something called an action replay, which is like this big thing that you put your game card in, and then you slotted that. And my friend got one for his birthday, and he was so excited. And he hacked in a whole bunch of rare candies. That way he could evolve his Pokemon. And he goes to evolve this Dino, and he gives it 100 candies. Now, if you know how shit works, where if you give it 100 or 99 or whatever, and you get it to level 100, it's stuck at Zoelis. So he had a shiny Zoelis that couldn't evolve. And it was the funniest thing ever, because he was just like, motherfucker. But getting back into this, Tranquil, it's good. It's nothing special. I think it is a jump up from Pidove. I'd probably put it above Ducklet. Zebstrika, however, an amazing design. I think it is a great step up from Blitzel. I'm going to give it I'm going to give it our top spot in Greymon. You can give it a rare candy at 100 to evolve. Nope. Not in the old games. He tried. It wouldn't let him. It was hilarious. Boldore, I do think Boldore kind of hurts Roggenrola. Because, again, Roggenrola has the cuteness factor. I put Boldore in. It's good. Unfortunately, it is going to go lower. It'd probably go under Trubbish. Swoobat is going to go... I'm thinking... I genuinely think Swoobat is great. I think we're going to go there. Okay, we have our first Peakmon. It's going to be Excadrill. If you don't like Excadrill, I'm sorry. But Excadrill is amazing. Excadrill is such a cool concept. It's a great execution. Every time we see it in any form of media, it is amazing. For school year, dude, send a picture. I want to see these kicks. Girder, I don't love. I'm going to be honest. I really don't like Girder. It's going to go in It Exists and that something. But it's going to take that top spot. Palpitoad, on the other hand. I really like Palpitoad. I really do. I don't think I like it as much as Time. Or maybe I do. I genuinely would put them there. I don't know. I loved Clay's Palpitoad, and I liked... Ash had a Palpitoad too, did he not? In the anime. Swadloon. I don't love it as much as Sawaddle. It is still great. Don't get me wrong, right? It's not going in. It's good. I'd probably put Swadloon. It just keeps getting lower. We're gonna put Swadloon there. Whirlipede, on the other hand, is gonna go great as well. Why is Dwebble so low? It's an underrated. Which means I don't think it gets enough love. So it gets its own little shout. Daramaku and Dwebble, I believe, are both very underrated. Whimsicott, I think, is a great mon. I would probably put it in almost peak as well. I really do like Whimsicott. Ever since learning how to do VGC, Whimsicott has been a key factor in any of my teams, so I'm going to put it there. Lilligant, on the other hand, I really don't love. I think they saved it with Hisui and Lilligant. However, we're not rating Hisui and Lilligant. We're rating the regular one. Millwood riot with how low Asha is. I know. Terrible. I think I can only give it. It's good, you know. And I don't think that's that crazy. I'd probably put it there. Krokorok, on the other hand, Krokorok is fucking dope, man. If you watch the anime, Krokorok is peak. I'd probably put it... I put it there. Yeah, I put it there. I think Krokorok, Crocodile, all of them. Darmanitan, peak monster. Peakmon. I don't love it as much as Excadrill. Don't get me wrong. Right? I don't think Excadrill is going to be our top rated mon at all in this as well. But I love Darmanitan, especially this form of it. It's so cool. I don't really enjoy Galarian Darmanitan as much because I feel like it kind of takes away the factor of Darmanitan being like this big scary thing and like just radiating aura. Darmanitan is so cool, right? I also don't hate the shiny. Like, I understand it's not a huge change, but there's something about like just making it a little bit darker that just works for me with it. I don't know why. Crustle, hear me out. Crustle is gonna go in peak. I love Crustle. Crustle is dope as fuck. Okay, Scraggy or Scrafty. Zen mode carries Darmanitan. I'm sorry. I'm glad it's showing that. I don't think I've ever used Galarian or like Zen mode Darmanitan in any generation. I'm gonna put it. I think we go above Gumshoe with it. Cofagrigus I do like. Like this definitely redeems Yamask. I'd probably put it here. Crustle is so good, right? Here's where I feel like some people are gonna get angry with me. I love Caracosta, and I love Archeops. However, I am a big believer in the fact that 3D hurt these guys more than anything. Okay? Because if you look at how Archeops flies nowadays, it looks so weird. Like, the body just seems so rounded, and it doesn't feel scary. It feels derpy, and I don't like that. Like, I get that with Archon, but with Archeops, it just doesn't make sense to me. Let me grab my pitchfork. I'll put Caracosta in great. And we'll go here. We'll go here with it. No. There. Yeah, we'll go there. Archeops, however, I'm going to go with it's good. I don't know. I feel like if there was something on the head, like maybe head feathers or something, or like a horn. I understand that's not like it's Pokemon, right? It's Pokemon. We can do whatever we want. So I would say that would maybe save the design a little bit more. Archeops should be more threatening. Can't wait to see him in a new game. That's what I'm saying, right? Like when we're playing Sword and Shield, right, and we run into Archeops, it's not like I'm not worried. I'm not. Like there's no factor in that has me like shivering my timbers. Garbodor, I don't love it as much as Trubbish, but I don't dislike it as much as Boldor. Zoroark, hear me out. If this was Hisuian Zoroark, it goes in peak. But being that it is regular Zoroark, I don't even like it as much as I like Zorua, but I would probably put it there. Shinies, Archeops wins that duo. See, I think what I'm going to do is once I've done all of these, Swiss cheese US. I know. I'm sorry, Pocket. Okay, I'm sorry. What I was thinking of doing is once we finish all of these, we should be on track to like do the mega one for when ZA launches. And then I want to rate shinies. I think we'll do that. And then we'll do like a top 10 and a bottom 10 for each generation. I think that'd be cool. What do we think? Minchino shinies would be really cool. That's what I'm saying, dude. I think it would be dope. Chinchino, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like it as much as Minchino. I'd probably put it there. To be fair, nobody could get it legit till Black and White 2 if you missed Black and White 1 event, and even then I'm pretty sure it needed event mods from Heart Gold, Soul Silver to get it. What, Zoroark? Gothorita, I like more than Gothita. But nah, I put it over for Elium, but no more than that. Duosion, probably same thing. Over Elium, but nothing crazy. Me got issues? Why? Swanna, I think, is a pretty good design. However, it doesn't blow my socks off, you know? I'd probably put it there. Vanilla-ish is going to go in It Exists, and that's something. Okay? This is where they started to lose me a little bit with this evolutionary line. Sawsbuck, I think, is again, same thing, great concept. I think it is a level up. So we're gonna put Sawsbuck in great. Escavalier is a peak mon, okay, or is almost peak, genuinely. I'd probably put a Escavalier there and a Selgor as well. I do like a Escavalier more than I like a Selgor. I think the fact that it's a trade Evo and like the factors change with it, I think it's very cool. I think you needed the shiny Entei, Suicune, or Raikou from Heart Gold Soul Silver. Transfer them up Gen 5, then you go to this caravan as Zoroark was there. Found a random shiny in SV, yet a separate Minchino ran into my ass, pushing me right out of spawn radius of the shiny. What the hell? What is it? I don't know. Like, I feel like this generation especially, because they treated Volcarona like it was a legendary. So when I was younger, I thought Volcarona was a legendary, and then they treated Zoroark like it was a legendary too. So I thought that was, but it just got kind of like the Lucario treatment, where it was just like really hyped, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, they're great mons, but however, like, I feel like the game gave it a lot of hype for it not to be a legendary mon. However, I don't hate it. I think it worked. I thought it was because it had its own movie, right? Not only that, like, we got shiny mons in the movie too. Like, what? The only other time we got shiny legendaries was the Hoopa movie, was it not? And that was that was questionable. Same with the underwater temple thing. Thinking ID find Lugia. What? Volcarona deserves the hype though. No, it for sure does. Don't get me wrong. Volcarona is very cool. Amoonguss, more than Fungus. I think it's the Whimsicott stuff. They're like the same thing as Whimsicott. Now that we're like kind of getting into the VGC mindset, I do like it a lot more, right? Jellicent, we've already talked about this. Jellicent's gonna go bottom of. It exists, and that's something. I don't like it. Honestly, if this was the female form, I probably would dislike it even more. I don't know. The lips just make me uncomfortable. But I think that's, I don't know. Again, I feel like there were so many better options for a jellyfish. Like I said, Nihiligo's take on jellyfish, which was, I think, so much cooler than what we got for Jellicent. So. Plus, haha, funny Among Us. There was an underwater temple in black and white. I remember thinking there was surely a legendary in there, but nope, just treasure in a splash plate. Yep. Galvantula. I think Galvantula has to go above. We're gonna put Galvantula there. I really do like Galvantula. Plus, like, for some reason, it's become synonymous with what's his Phoenix. Where like every time I see Galvantula, check your messages. Oh, did you send the chews? Ooh, some New Balance. Very nice. Galvantula is so cool. Yeah, it's very, very dope. Like I said, I think they hit immaculately with the bug types. Like, I don't think there's a single miss with the bug types in this generation. Ferrothorn. Okay, hear me out. I'm not putting it overrated. I just wanted to drop it for a second, okay? When I was little, I thought Ferrothorn was it evolved into something bigger, and I thought it was called Ferrogross, and I believed this for about 3 years. And I'm like, dude, they just copied Metagross, where they just gave it more tendrils. Levani was top if you picked Asha or the pig. True. Unfortunately, I did pick Superior in my first playthrough, so I didn't get to like get the full grasp of Levani. However, I still do really like Levani. I also really like Ferrothorn. I'd throw it a lot higher than what I would throw. I'd probably put it here. I think that's a good spot. Clink. It is better than Clink. Don't get me wrong. But Clink has a cuteness factor to it still. I think I'd probably put it there. Electrike. I don't love Electrike. I'm trying to think of where I'd put this. I think it's still a good design, right? Because it hits the mark that it's supposed to. However, I don't necessarily love it. In my opinion, I think the Electrike and the Tynamo line would be so much cooler if they kept Tynamo's coloring. If like if it was white, and if anybody knows like Monster Hunter, if they made it look like Kezu, because there's so much Kezu vibes in Electros, I think it would look so much cooler, genuinely. And then like the colorations that we have now would be like the shinies. I think that would be better. Bahium, it goes over Elium, but I don't know. Like, I don't like Bahium as much. I will say, having the fact that in the, what is it, Pokemon Horizons, the fact that there is a Bahium on the enemy team, I think is a really cool factor, and I think it adds points to Bahium, right? I'm glad that we're finally getting some kind of Bahium love. Fry, remember a while ago when viewers sent you screenshots of that website where we picked our favorite mon of each type from each gen? Yes, I do remember that. Lampent. I think Lampent is a great mon. I don't think it's as good as Litwick. Don't get me wrong. I probably put it there though. We should like do that again. We definitely can. I think it won't be until we finish this, which is going to be at least like another month, because we've got 4 more gens to do. But like in that factor, because I want to keep doing this where we do something or like community related or like online website related on Mondays. So we'll probably do that. Fracture, don't love it as much as Axew because of the cuteness factor. It's got a great shiny though. I'll probably put it above Whirlipede. Baratic, I think, is a very cool design. I'll put Baratic above Cofagrigus. Mineshao, put Mineshao above Among Us. Lampent suffers from Middle Evo syndrome. It does. However, I will say I know what they're going for, and the design is very cool, and I like it. Okay, it's just the fact that it, out of the 3 in the evolutionary line, Lampent is my least favorite. Golurk, I think, is such a cool Pokemon. I'm going to be so real with you. It's going to go in Almost Peak. Golurk is fucking amazing. I'd probably put it above the bottom, the Evos for the Sages. Bisharp, before we even got King Gambit, I loved Bisharp. Okay? However, when we got King Gambit, I loved Bisharp even more. So we're going to put Bisharp above Zorua. Honestly, I put it there. Bisharp's very cool. Braviary, we're going to put Braviary in peak. I think this is the best concept for the Eagle that we have ever seen. It has an amazing shiny. It has amazing design. Honestly, I really wish they did Rufflet a little bit better for how good they did Braviary. It is so good. Even its Hisuian form, again, we're not taking that into account, but I'm just talking on it. The Hisuian form is amazing, right? Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz, I think, is very cool. I wouldn't give it Almost Peak. I do like Mandibuzz, though. So we're going to put it there. Zoelis, we've already talked on it. I don't like it, but I don't dislike it enough to the point where it's going to go in and exist, and that's something. I think it is still better than certain stuff because, you know, it is a pseudo and all of that. I'd probably put it above the trash. I put it above these. I think we go there. I also think it'd be better if they gave it like a different haircut. I don't love the bowl cut on it. Volcarona is gonna go in peak. Yeah, Volcarona's going there. Like we've already talked about it. It's such a cool mon. The treatment that it gets is well deserved. The fact that it got 2 paradoxes as well is awesome. But yeah, Stoutland is gonna go in great. I don't think it's gonna top Lillipup, but we'll put it there. Unpheasant does have 2 forms. We're looking at the male form. I think it is the best one out of the 3 for the Evo. However, still don't love it, right? Especially with the fact that we went back to back with normal flying types, and at the time, this would have been our what? 5th normal flying type for the regional birds. So, because this was before we got stuff like Talon and Flame, and you know, I'd probably put it there. Yeah. Gigalith, I know Mr. Ducking said Gigalith is peak. It is going to go in almost peak for me. Only because it's a trade evo. If you could attain this regularly, I understand in the later games that we're able to get it without having to do the trade evo. I think the trade evo really hurts it. Same thing with Conch Elder. I just don't love Conch Elder that much. We've already talked about this. It's gonna go in the top of it exists, and that's something. It makes me though. Gigalith shiny though, yes, Gigalith does have an amazing shiny. Don't get me wrong, it is very good. I love it. I really do. Seismitoad, hear me out. Seismitoad's gonna go in peak. I really like Seismitoad. It's a very cool Pokemon. I think it's got a great moveset. I think this is like the pinnacle of what groundwater could have been, right? Like, it does so many things correct, and I love that about it. Levani, it's not going to get peak. However, I really do like Levani. I don't love it as much as Swaddle. I'd probably put it above the fossils, yeah. I'll let you cook on that one. Thank you. All right, we're it's not getting better, chat. Scolipede is also peak in my opinion. I love Scolipede. Like, genuinely, the fact that we have this big ass bug after getting so many small bugs in this, like, it is quite literally the size of a horse if you don't know how big Scolipede is. It is amazing. I fucking love Scolipede. Genuinely one of my favorite bug types, one of my favorite poison types. It's so good. Crocodile is just following it up, man. There's so many good, like, final evos in this gen where, like, it's so good. I'd probably put it over Darmanitan if I'm being honest. Plus, the anime just made me love it so much more. Like, my favorite thing is when they take a Pokemon and they give it such a good personality, and Crocodile was that. Like, it's so good. Plus the fact, like, it gets Moxie, you know, it just has that swagger about it, and it's just such a strong Mon. I love it so much. Gothitelle and Reuniclus, they are good. Don't get me wrong, they are good. I'd probably put them here. Yeah. Has some of the lows and high size. No, it really does. Very true indeed. Vanillix, better than Vanilla-ish. But I don't know. It is kind of a lazy design in my opinion. Kling Kling. Yeah, Kling Kling is going to go there. I do think it's a cool idea. Electros is going to go above Electric, but below Dynamo for sure. I'd probably put it there. I think the newer look of how Electros looks like in battle, I do like it a little bit more because it feels more like an eel, where this one felt like a big goofy monster. Hear me out. We're about to have three. We're about to have three go up there. Chandelure is going to be a peak mon. Chandelure is very good. I love Chandelure. Haxorus, same thing. Genuinely should have been. This should have been a 2 pseudo gen. It should have. It very much should have. And Hydreigon. I don't love Hydreigon as much as these two. Don't get me wrong. I still love Hydreigon. Hydreigon is very good. Audino. It is the golden retriever to the black cat that is Indeedee, and Indeedee is better in my opinion. I'm gonna put it in it's good, and it's not going that high. If Reshiram ain't S tier, then it's an L15 list. But if up top, then W15 list. We'll get there. Don't get me wrong. Okay, Throw and Sock, they're good. They're nothing special. They like. They're kind of just like plain, right? I will say I like Throw a little bit more than I like Sock. Basculin, same thing, nothing special. Basculegion saves it, okay? Basculegion saves Basculin so much. Like, it was such a good thing that we got that. However, we're not rating Basculegion. That's going to be in the Gen 8 rankings. Only up there for XP, real. If Reshiram, I read that. I'm not reading yours, Luke. Fucking dickhead. Maractus, hear me out. Maractus is going to go in great because I think it's a great take on cactuses, especially after we got Cacturn and Cacnea, which I feel missed the mark a little bit, where this one's a lot more vibrant. So I really do like Maractus. Sigilith. I like Sigilith. I do. It's pretty good. I would put it there. It's got a great shiny too. Like, I like the fact that they went for it with that one. You know, Emolga. It is definitely one of the better Pikachu clones, for sure. For sure, one of the better Pikachu clones. Alamoala. Honestly, I think this is the best they could have done with a Sunfish design. That being said, I feel like it could have been cooler if it got an evolution. I don't think we're ever going to get that, so it's going to go there. Cryogonal, on the other hand, Cryogonal is a great mon. I love the fact that it feels like how Carbink does for Diancie, but Cryogonal is that way with QUREM, if you know what I mean. Right? Should have been Love Disc Evo? It should have. That would have made much more sense. We're going to put Cryogonal there. Plus, like, it's a simple shiny, but I like Cryogonal shiny. Stunfisk. I do like Stunfisk. I genuinely, like, I feel like it is one of the better designs. Druddigan's going in underrated. I'm tired of the Druddigan hate. I'm tired of it. Genuinely, I think Druddigan's so cool. Like, they've made this Pokemon that has no Evo feel like such a powerful beast, and it is awesome. Bouffalant's going to go in great. We're going to put it above Fracture. Heatmore and Durant, I think, have to be synonymous with one another. We're going to go with... I do like them. We're going to go here with them. I do like Heatmore a little bit more because of the Flare Tongue. I think that's really cool. And with that, we are on to the legendaries. Virizion, I think it's a good design. Don't get me wrong. I do think it is a good design. It's probably going to go there. Terrakion, I like its design a little bit more. We're going to put it in great. I don't know if I put it there. Cobalion, I think, is the best one. By far. By far. We're going to put it there. Where's Duat? I need to see if my boy got respect or not. Duat is in Greatmon. It's between Mandibuzz and Pignite. Tornadus, I think, is the worst design out of the three. That being said, with the whole VGC thing, I do like Tornadus. So I'm gonna give it great. I'll give it that. Thundurus has to be better, right? So it's gonna go there. And Landorus is the best one out of the three, in my opinion. Enamorus, I think, is genuinely the worst out of them all, especially with its Therian form. Its Therian form looks so dumb. We're gonna put it there. We're gonna put it there. My fave starter, dude. I get that. I get that. Like, they cook on certain middle evos. I think Duat is definitely one of the better. I don't think it's the best middle evo, but I definitely think it's one of the better ones for sure. Reshiram, Zekrom, and QUREM. I would give Reshiram. I'm gonna give it almost peak. We're gonna go there. Zekrom, I would put over that. The only reason that I think they're almost peak is because I feel like there is more potential with us maybe one day seeing the original Dragon. Maybe in a remake, like in a Black and White 3. I think that would be really great. There's like a fly in my eyes. Like, I feel like in the remakes we're gonna get something crazy, and I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. Flora got our best middle starters, yeah, for sure. Who else has a really good one? I think Frogadier is pretty good as well. Grovile's pretty good. Marshtomp's all right. I think Charmeleon's pretty good. Trying to think. I think Quillava's pretty good as well. I think Bayleaf's underrated. Who else has a pretty good middle evo? I think Torracat's pretty good. I think Dartrix is up there too. Ivysaur too. I wouldn't say Ivysaur because it feels too close to both. Like, I know it's an evolutionary line. Okay, so what I'm gonna say is probably not gonna make sense. It feels too close to Venusaur and Bulbasaur, if that makes sense. Like, when I was little, I didn't know Ivysaur existed, if I'm being real. I just thought it was Venusaur. But then I obviously learned that Venusaur is a thing. Kyurem is going to go in peak. It probably is going to be our lowest on the peak menu, though. Mainly because I don't love giving stuff, you know, boost just because they're legendaries. But great design. Victini is going to go in peak. Victini is such a good Pokemon. I love it so much, dude. I want us to get, like, again, if we do get Black and White remakes one day, I want Victini to be obtainable. I want it to be a big part of it, and I want it to be our first game where we can get Victini shiny. Like, I feel like that would be a great idea for Pokemon to do. That should be a thing. That should 1000% be a thing. Wartortle gets too much hate. Wartortle good. No, yeah, I think Wartortle is definitely one of the better ones as well, for sure. I don't think it's as good as Charmeleon, but at the same time, I don't think it's worse than Ivysaur. Like, it's definitely closer to Charmeleon's level than it is to Ivysaur's level, in my eyes. Keldeo, I think Keldeo's cool. However, I don't think it's better than Cobalion, in my opinion. Like, I think it's the nose that makes me think it's a little bit goofy. But the movie definitely boosts it. Meloetta, on the other hand, is fucking cool. Okay, Meloetta is dope. I like the fact that it has two different forms, and it just feels powerful, but at the same time it feels like dainty and fragile, I guess. Like, I think that's pretty cool, the fact that they're able to do that. And then Genesect, I think Genesect is also going to go almost peak. I'm going to put it there. Okay, I'm gonna rearrange some stuff, right? Just to see. Am I really putting Excadrill at the top Mon for this generation? You know what? I think I am. I'm gonna be so real. I think I don't hate it. I don't. I think this is probably the best list I could have done. Zoroark not peak is a disgrace. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if it was Hisuian, it's going peak. But I genuinely think Hisuian Zoroark hurts regular Zoroark in my eyes. Like, if we didn't get Hisuian Zoroark, sure, it'll go there. But the fact that we have it, and like I knew how much more potential there was for Zoroark, I'm sorry. I can't put it peak when, like, I know Hisuian Zoroark exists. But honestly, nothing is overrated. I don't think that anything in this generation gets that much hype to the point where it doesn't deserve it, you know? Matter of fact, I think, like, the fact that we only have 3 things in underrated, you could put like a whole bunch more stuff in underrated, and I genuinely could make a you know, a case for Sigilith being underrated in my eyes, Stunfisk being underrated in my eyes, Buffalant, who else? Time Pole, you know, I think a Selgor and a Scavalier could be underrated. I think the Simisear, Simisage, Simipour, and then the Pansear, Pansage, Panpour, those lines, I think those could genuinely, I don't see Muna underrated. No, real. Muna and Musharna, I think, are very underrated. Like, I think they're some of the best sleep design Pokemon that we've ever gotten, for sure. But chat, where would you, Electros should be peak? That's where we're gonna disagree. I'm sorry. What would we give today's ranking, right? For those who need a memory, or need a memory, for those who need a reminder, we're averaging around a 7. In my opinion, 8 out of 10. That's what I'm saying. I think today's list is a little bit better than the other ones. But I am excited for next week where we do Kalos, because Kalos, even though it's smaller, it has a lot of great design Pokemon that have like special places in my heart. So I'm very excited to get into that. Do you want me to take a screenshot so that way you can tell me again? Sounds like design was peak with the different season forms. No, real. Yeah. I don't know. It's something about its typing. The fact that it got a normal typing, I don't like. But I get you, noob. Trust me, I really do like Sawsbuck. But other than that, chat, I don't know. I'm not a Seismitoad fan. I can get that. I understand Seismitoad's not for everybody. However, for me, Seismitoad Shiny is awesome. I think the take that they did on it, beautiful. What's up, Allie? How are you today? Alright, let's do one of these, one of these, one of these. Say that you never... Okay, I'm going to turn off music. And I'm going to turn on capture card. Switch this over to Pokemon Violet. I'm tired as fuck. Felt. Oh, by the way, did you see that they're coming out with an Odysseus movie? I did! Are we talking about the Odyssey, the one that Tom Holland's in? But I'm with the boyfriend. Ooh. W. Okay, let me... Yeah, that one looks good. For sure. Have you seen... There's this one movie that... that's coming out next year as well. It's called Hail Mary. It's got Ryan Gosling in it. Personally, for me, I'm very excited for that movie. It looks really good. That guy's in Glasgow right now filming Spider-Man. I know! Chat, what do we think? For those of you who have seen the new Spider-Man suit, what do we think of it? Because me and Skylar were talking about it earlier today. She thinks it's a major downgrade, but I understand why it's a downgrade. I personally agree. I do think it's a downgrade, but at the same time, I think it's an upgrade because it's a downgrade, if that makes sense. Alright. Goofy Bike. I don't remember if I've seen it. It's only like a 15-second clip if you want to pull it up, Mr. Phoenix. I do prefer it compared to the Iron Spider suit. I think the Iron Spider suit was over-designed, but at the same time, I feel like that worked for the Iron Spider suit because it was made by Tony Stark. Okay, so we still have to do Nimona. We have to do what is it? Cassiopeia and then Arvin, and then we'll do the stuff in the pit, and then I think that might be us for the day at that point. I saw Fantastic Four yesterday. That was good, dude. It looks so good. I'm glad that Fantastic Four finally got a good movie because it deserves that treatment. Did I just go out to... Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, no. She's in town. Isn't she? Before you guys say it, yes, I know I have the DLC mods in my game right now. I transferred stuff over from my other game. That way I could finish this quicker. I need Herbie, yeah, for sure. Herbie the goat. W. You say that you never give up, baby, and this is how it goes. And if there is one more baby, darling, I need to. Okay. Let's see. Perfect. Okay. See, this is one thing about the game that I don't like is the fact that they gave Nimona champion as well. Where I feel like there should definitely just be one champion for this area. Like, I feel like this is where something where like that battle system that that we're gonna be getting in ZA would be would make a lot more sense. Where like I feel like if in this battle where she's higher ranked than us, and then once we beat her here, then we become higher ranked than her. I think that would make a lot more sense. Right, you can only watch movies from one studio for the rest of your life. Who are you choosing? Personally, I'm going Sony Pictures. Having the multiple champions kind of took away the special feeling. It really did. You know? Like, I get if somebody beats the champion, and then they then become the champion, and then you beat them, and then you become the champion. I think that would make a lot more sense. What's up, Matano? I'm pretty good. How are you? Personally, I'm going Sony Pictures. Ooh. See, like, the Sony Pictures movies are good, but they also had a ton of stinkers. Fox Studios? You know what? I think I'd probably go Happy Madison. There's something about Adam Sandler movies that just make me feel good about myself. And a couple of some people I didn't get a lot of time to talk to. Ooh, W. I'm glad you get time to talk to them now. Give up Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah, but you got to remember, too, they also made Madam Web and Morbius and Craven. Happy Gilmore 2 was peak. I think I really like Happy Gilmore. However, I am a big... I'm on the side of the fact where if we didn't make the Maxi Golf stuff so ridiculous, I think it would have been better. Are you going to open a server like Journey anytime soon? Probably not until next year, Matano. Maybe sometime in like December or January, but that would be the earliest that we'd have something that's going to be open. I want to see this. I want to see the second too. I haven't seen it yet. It's very good. It is pretty good. Don't get me wrong, but it has, like, there's times where it doesn't feel like Happy Gilmore and it feels more like Grown Ups, which isn't a bad thing, but it just feels like the scale of which they did the stuff. It feels more like how they did with like Grown Ups 2 or something. It's definitely fan service heavy though. No, for sure. Like, you can't watch it unless you watch the first one with all the references. Yeah. No, for sure. I will say, though, one of my favorite things about, like, modern day Happy Gilmore, or not Happy Gilmore, modern day Adam Sandler movies is the fact that he's always finding a way to put, like, his kids in, and his kids are actually, like, having acting roles now, which I don't think is, like, it is nepotism, but at the same time, I feel like they do well. Like, I like seeing his kids in movies, like, being able to try out acting and, like, pursue it. I think it's really cool. Because I definitely think that, like, I know the younger one has a bigger role in Happy Gilmore 2. However, I think the older one had a much better performance. We'll say that. Or, like, a more emotion, or, like, a better performance overall. Eminem didn't get paid for the cameo he did out of respect for Adam. Dude, that's a W for Eminem, honestly. Eminem's taken a couple L's in the last couple of years, but honestly, that's one of his better moments for sure. Sony has the OG Spider-Man's 2, along with even some underrated films. Like, oh, they have Surf's Up. Hold up. You might be cooking, Mr. Phoenix. So even for every bad movie, they have a good there too. Very true. I will say I don't think there's a single bad Happy Madison movie though. I will say, though, Happy Gilmore 2 made me want Grown Ups 3, like, so bad. But I understand we're never going to get it because of the whole Cameron Boyce stuff. But which is terribly sad, but very respectable on Adam's part. Dun, dun, banana. Beanie. Have you seen Adam Sandler golfing with Bryson DeChambeau? He was hitting Eagles like it was nothing. Expect nothing less from Happy Gilmore. No, real. Oh, like it's crazy how good of like an athlete he is, because he's great at basketball too, but he doesn't look like it. But I love it. Oh, does somebody need a ambulance? Sorry, that wasn't nice. See, I feel like this would have felt so much better if we had that ranking thing from ZA, where she's like ecstatic that you were able to pass her because nobody else was able to pass her. I think that would have made this a lot cooler, you know? Thanks for that incredible match. You beat me for real this time. Let's go! Oh my goodness, what a crisp high five! Decisions. Alright, so now we'll do Cassiopeia. Which shouldn't take long. Victory Road is done. Let's go. Okay, so where do I need to go? Oh, I need to go to the front gate, don't I? Where do you go for Cassiopeia? I forgot. If I was stuck in an elevator with two people, give me Adam Sandler and Gabriel Iglesias. Be fun time. Feel like they could make 2 hours feel like 10 minutes. No, real. Oh my god, is the FryeOneFive I saw on TikTok? It is. What are you? How are you, Raven? Oh my goodness. Whoa. Yeah, I know. I kind of flooded everybody's feeds today. I'm sorry. There's actually more coming out in like... I've got 4 more TikToks going up today. I'm trying this new thing where I just pre-fire all my TikToks. They're actually doing pretty good. Tired though, dude. Felt that. I can't see what you're saying, buddy. It's just like the fact that I don't really get how stuff works for like shorts, because like something can bomb so bad on TikTok, and then it goes so well for shorts, and then vice versa. Like it can bomb on shorts and then do so well on TikTok. It just doesn't make sense to me, you know? Like I feel like there's to a point where like I need to stop posting like on, or not stop posting, but like put different stuff on each one. But the fact that, you know, it's already edited content, why not just post it? you know? You say that you never baby, I know this is how it goes. Yeah, because I've got the stuff that I posted today on Shorts, right? On TikTok, it's got no more than 300, and then on Shorts, it's approaching 1,000 for a majority of the stuff. Makes no sense. The vibes are whiplash when you compare. No, real. But I've started like trying to make more moments out of streams instead of just like making highlights, you know, or like making compilations. And then starting in September, I want to start doing like little mini series on TikTok where like I can make a long-term video on YouTube, and then I can make that long-term video into like 30 or 40 different parts and post it on TikTok. I do be giggling at the TikToks. Let's go. We get giggles. I was talking to my mom the other day, and she's like, hey, I just want to say, I like the stuff that you put out on TikTok. And I'm like, what? Thanks, Mom. Brain rot is fun. I know TikTok has good stuff, but I never got on it because too much brain rot. No, I get that. Oh, W Mom, right? It's like, it's weird though to me because not that my mom's not supportive of what I do, but like when I told her that I wanted to like do streaming and I wanted to go to college for content creation, she's like, what? Because obviously they didn't have that when they were my age, so they don't understand like the market and like the peaks of what you can hit with it. So but they know that I like it, and they know that I keep doing it, and that it seems to be working out. So they're cool with it. Yeah, Mr. Beast 15. Here we go. Did you see it, Mr. Beast post on Instagram today? I don't know if it was today or yesterday. It was this week though. My mom just wanted us to have backup degrees so we didn't have to struggle. No, that makes sense for sure. He posted a picture with all of his plaques because he's got one for, like, obviously he has the 100,000. He's got the million. He's got the 10 million, the 100 million, and then they sent him a head of like his Beast logo for 200 million, and then they sent him, I think it's the sapphire and then the emerald play button for 300 and 400, which is crazy. Like, not even knowing those existed, but that's so cool. Let's go, Thames. Do you want to send out Gyarados? Or do you want to change? No. I would like to keep my Terapagos. Oh, it's... Okay, I pulled a Gemby. I pulled one of them Gembies. I think that was probably my favorite thing from yesterday's stream, where she just kept hitting something that had Levitate with ground moves and didn't realize that nothing was happening. I don't get her sometimes, dude. Better to the pedigree. Why am I missing? Okay. Weird. The thought process is there, but it's not computing. No real. Oh no, there it is. Okay, let me delete. Yeah. We'll pop one of these. Okay, cool. Going back to the older games and then coming back to this one, like, you realize how much, like, difference there is in all of the different factors. Like, how fast the damage moves and, like, how quick the battles go in, like, this game compared to, like, Sword and Shield or something. Like, it's so weird. Oh, let's go. One of them just reached over 1,000. We'll take that. We take those, chat. We take those. I know there's been controversy around him, but being that popular, there's always going to be controversy no matter what you do. But I do gotta say, I respect the fact he doesn't really pay himself much. Like, he's been adamant on paying himself a pretty typical salary and putting basically all the money he makes back into content. No, for sure. But I think that's, like, half of me thinks that that's just who he is, and then half of me also thinks that's his mindset of, like, he understands he can never go smaller than where he's at now. Like, he has to keep going bigger with what he has, because the second he starts going smaller, it's just going to go bad, right? Because that's going to be the downfall of, like, a huge channel like that. Like, the second you make one video that's not hitting for, like, a large, like, portion of your fan base who, like, is there all the time, excuse me, did we just go through his butt? But I think, like, the controversy around him is more around, like, the people around him and not so much him, you know? Either bigger or find more creative things. Exactly. But, like, there's so many more doors open to him than anybody else. So, like, and by that I mean more, like, he's able to access more, like, unique content than what, say, we'll say, like, Vanos Gaming or, like, Smitty could do, you know? Like, he really could do anything that he wants to. The yard? I need to go to my room, don't I? School store. Your dorm. Okay, there we go. Who y'all talking about? Mr. Beast. Welcome in, though, Karma. I had a feeling. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think he's a bad person. I do think, like, a lot of the stuff that he does with, like, philanthropy, because I know there's been controversy around that as well, where it's mainly just a tax write-off, being that he makes so much money. But I genuinely do think that he wants to, like, make a change in a lot of people's lives. Like, next up, I built a rocket ship, and I'm sending this randomly selected family to the moon. Yeah. I think, like, I like the fact that he's using his platform to share with others, though. Like, just, like, everyday people off the street that genuinely feel like they deserve the opportunity. And it's not just, like, you know, somebody. Obviously, those people could be playing in front. But, like, for the people that, like, the people in the bunker couldn't really do that. Because you would have to be playing a character for so long. And then, what was the one? The gym one. The one where the trainer passed away. I feel like that was a really great video as well. Where, like, I feel as if a lot more people would do that. Where, like, he could do that with 100 people, right? And do kind of like the world's biggest loser or something like that. I think that would be great. It grew so fast that I think he doesn't know how to do things that are normal helping. It has to be big to get money type of thing. Yeah. Like, because I know with his philanthropy stuff, there was, like, a big controversy around the fact that he had a, what was it? With the whole, they built a hospital thing. I believe it was in Africa, and like they made it look like there was no, or they edited it to make it look like there was no hospital, and then they built that hospital, but that wasn't the case. There was a hospital already there, and they just revamped it. Like they gave it all new supplies and stuff, cleaned it up, made it, gave it new electrical and all that, so that you can get viewers that will keep funding for more projects. Yeah. Also, he's got like 100 channels, which is insane. Like that's so just mind-boggling to me. Like obviously his team's got to be so broad to be able to handle that, but still, like being able to have access to like 100 different forms that are getting millions and millions of views. Like we're talking like tens to hundreds, a million views on every single video. That's just insane to me. Imagine if you played Minecraft, right? And like just regular game of Minecraft where you're like looking at builds, and you're all of a sudden there's 100 million people watching that, right? That's crazy. Translating the videos, no, for real. I think that's a dope idea. Like if I ever was able to do that, I for sure would. Because it just feels like such a smart idea, because you're able to be more inclusive, where I don't feel like a lot of people want to go through the added stress of making that step, because it doesn't benefit them in any way more than financially, which I don't think is great. I have a song for you to listen to. What is that? Is it an actual song, or are you giving me a meme song right now? Drum and bass father. Do I have to listen to this on stream or off stream? It's an actual song? Okay. It better be Ram Ranch. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I have been vibing to... What is it called? What's this? I know I've listened to songs by them before. Rainbow Kitten Surprise. Like, I don't know why, but their shit has been hitting lately. Their new song is really good. We opened stream with it today. It was it's called Dang. Really good. It's up to you. 18 Naked Cowboys. Okay, I feel like if that's in the song, we're gonna listen to it off stream. I've been trying not to listen to music as much on stream. I because I can't really do the whole thing where I do the multiple audio channels, or at least I don't know how to, with the fact that I have to run desktop media. So media definitely can be exploitive if you are trying to get candid moments. That's always been a big debate in all forms of media. See, that's like as of recently too, with the whole Texas floods and Mayahiga's ranch or animal conservation center. I don't know what the shelter, I guess, is the official term. That was like one of the biggest things I was worried about. But like I feel like everybody that went there and helped out was like genuinely there to help out, not just clout. But like I can imagine like someone like Neon or Aiden Ross would go there just to do clout. Yeah. But like people like Agent or Adapt, I feel like were like genuinely there because they wanted to help out somebody that was in need, which I think is pretty cool. That made me so happy they went there for their friend and her animals. Of course. Yeah, no, real. Like, I think that was dope. For sure. I mean, that's got to feel great, too. Like, that people that have, like, such high... what is it called? Like, they didn't have to go do that. They could genuinely go home, stream something else, and that'd be pretty fun. Like they could do a Japan trip like genuinely leave the country, and like nobody would blink an eye, right? But you know, instead they're there helping out, and I think that's great. I will say, I feel like this new like age of streamers that are like at the peak right now are genuinely like making the scene a lot better. Because like I feel like for the longest time, like I feel like Neon's getting better. Aiden Ross is still kind of a piece of shit, but like people like the new phase guys, I feel like are finally growing on me to the point where like I can admit that this is definitely FaZe's like biggest moment, I think, or like highest. Speed is the GOAT. Speed for sure. I think Speed going global with his stuff is genuinely the coolest thing ever. Like I would love to do that one day, where I just go and I get to meet people and I get to share world experiences with the world, like genuinely one-on-one connections with other people from other countries. Because I feel like that's one of the biggest things that like is wrong with us nowadays, is like race is such a defining factor that, you know, that causes a lot of people to look away from certain aspects instead of just asking questions because we're all curious. And I feel like that's one of the biggest things, you know, because we can only see how we live on a day-to-day aspect. We're like, when he streams in say somewhere like China or, you know, Malaysia or somewhere in Africa, we're able to see, you know, everything that they do on their day-to-day basis and kind of put it in terms of our own lives, right? And how, you know, they have it harder than us or they have it different than us, and like put ourselves in their shoes and kind of relate with them. And I think that's genuinely like one of the dopest things that you can ever do. Can't have goated streamers without the fuckheads though. No, true. Oh, thanks guys, thanks, appreciate it. Thanks, Luke. Boy, what the fuck? What the fuck is up, Mr. Clipperton? How may I help you? Raven streams when? Raven? Howdy. What's up, Mr. Clipperton? Never probably. That's okay. That's okay. We appreciate everything you do for us already. 18 naked cowboys. Rip indeed, Mr. Bingus Bongus. Like, people still think most of Africa is poor, but there are so many countries in Africa, for instance, that are actually very developed, and it's most likely a 50-year-old mindset. That's what, like, I don't, like, I get. There's political reasons of why people don't get along in the world. But, like, you see how advanced China is? Like, you don't think, like, a lot of people could benefit off of the technology that, you know, like, you don't even have to share the actual, like, materials or anything. If you could just share the idea, I feel like that could make the world a better place, no? But at the same time, especially now, we're just, I don't know. Politics is dumb. Politics is very dumb. Xenophobia, not gonna lie, it is for sure, which I don't get. I don't understand why that's a thing. That should never be a thing. You should never look down on someone because they are different than you. Fry, getting your bum out on stream will definitely help world peace. Hey man, genuinely, if getting my ass out on stream solved world peace, or brought world peace, I would do it. I'd do it. But only if, you know, it was guaranteed. Reading my statement, my stream froze. Do you want me to read it again, Mr. Sands? I don't want. So I missed what you said, but yeah. Oh, I said, no, exactly. Like stuff with, like how China is. I feel like the idea of like a lot of the advancements that China has, if that was shared with the world, I feel like it could have been a lot better place. but I understand like there's walls put up, and walls put up for good reason, because you know there are a lot of people in other countries or in said country as well that choose to, you know, use it for nefarious reasons, to like monopolize something and become rich and famous off of it. Try, you never know what might happen. Yeah, we're not doing that. Ask out for a World Hunger stream whenever me and Clippers can get in that hot tub. You know what? That's what I'm saying. Dude, this fly is pissing me off. I don't even have anything that it could be attracted to here. Yeah, I took care of my food from last night. I'm so freak on Clip and Fry hot tub and made outfit stream when? I'm not gonna lie, we've been talking about this for 2 years. Oh my god, dude. Tiny Tim! Think about how many starving African kids there are, and they're continuing to starve just because Jem doesn't want us to come visit. Real, dude. I love how she tried to get out of it with like saying she didn't have a hot tub, like she doesn't own a bathtub. Like what? What the hell, Jem B? Boom, 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 boom. You all have my sincerest apologies. Alright, dude. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is why I'm excited for ZA. I really hope we get something with Team Flare where they pop up in their villains again, because I miss having like teams that want to end the world in Pokemon games and not misunderstood bullies. Like, I get it, but at the same time, like, it was so much cooler when we were saving the world. Say you, say me, say it all the time. Give us evil villain, not sad backstories. Exactly, dude. Like, I'm all for, you know, giving us guys that are like, that have more depth to the character and like can be redeemed down the line, but give us both of them if that is the case, you know. Give us people that can be redeemed and give us people that can't. Like, I guess we kind of get that in these games with the Android parents, but, you know, that's it. We get it for 5 minutes. I want it throughout the entire game, you know? Yeah, no, honestly, ever since, like, Sun and Moon, the villains have been quite ass cheeks. I'm not even going to lie. I don't even think Team Skull was all that in it. But I think it was more the fact that I was just, like, enamored by, like, how cool Team Skull's characters were. Like, the designs were very cool. But at the same time, like, they weren't bad people. They were just, again, run by someone that was misunderstood. Like, Guzma's not a bad guy, right? I didn't play Sun and Moon, but the only thing I know about Guzma is from the anime, so. But I know, like, a lot of the people that were, like, underlings to him, like, kind of shared the same fact that, you know, the Team Start people do, where they care about each other and they'd rather, you know, do what's right for each other than what it is for themselves. I think Guzma might be the only person in that doesn't follow that system, you know. Go to the director's office. I want bad guys I want to curb stop, not dudes I want to hug and that I can give hot cocoa to, right? And, like, even when we did get them, right? BDSP. I know I've brought this up so many times. I hated the fact that we got chibi art, because the fact that I saw Cyrus, who slides down and he looks at me and I'm like, oh, he's a little boo-boo. Why? Why is that a thing that we're doing? I think that's probably like the biggest thing that I dislike about Pokemon games nowadays. The fact that we don't have a threatening team anymore. But I'm excited. This, what is it called? They're the Rust Syndicate, I think is the name of them. The people that are the Corbeau's faction. They look like they're gonna cause trouble, and I am here for it, dude. Like, I genuinely, I think Corbeau will be such a better character if he has no redeemable qualities whatsoever. Like, do not humanize this guy whatsoever. Make him some, like, billionaire that wants to monopolize the battle system or something like that. And, like, that's all he wants in life. Please, please do that. And then turn up to tenfold where, like, you defeat his entire faction and then he just fucking snaps. I think that'll go crazy. Chat, am I speaking facts or am I just babbling? Am I just yapping? Wait, I want to do it. What fun is it if you can't use it? Little of both. Yeah, it is a little bit of both. It is. Okay. Okay, so now we need to go to Arvin. I'm using the fuck out of that, right? I love Yap15. I don't even think it was like supposed to be anything. I think it was just like Moon drew it one night and she's like, "Hey, do you like this?" And I gave her notes on it, and now it's an emote. And then hopefully, little bit of heads up. We're gonna have custom sub badges soon, hopefully. So, Mr. Luke, I think you'll probably have our top sub badge right now because I think you're the top sub, followed by Gemby. But it's gonna be cool, and then Mr. Scruffy's gonna get a specific one too because he gets tier 2s. Chat, I'm at the venue, Zani! That's great. I hope you have a great time. Live it up. All right. Be safe, real. My sweet apple pie. I'm with some losers, so I will be W. My beautiful boysenberry tart. Yes. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Hello. Hello, hello. Why does his like patch look so weird? That place is bad news. Not area 0. Oh, that's right. I have to battle him to be able to go. Right. You just can't ask. You can't just ask that? Ask what? Why his patch looks so weird? What do you mean? It's like he puts indents in his beard or something. That's rude? That's not rude. I think that's curiosity. Battle Arvin. Okie doke. Tomato, potato, I guess. True. Could be speaking facts. Alright, you ready for that battle? I sure am. My bow's stiff. Start digging in your butt, twin. Greedent. Terrapagos. Womp. Sorry, chat. My dad's texting me. I'm not trying to be on my phone or not trying to be anti-social, I promise. Say hi for me, I will. He's gonna say, who the fuck? W. Man. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. He's nice. Okay. He raised him, I would assume he is. Yeah, he dealt with my bullshit. He's still dealing with my bullshit. Brother. Did I get it? There's a fucking gnat in here, man. I thought gnats only live like 1 day. This thing has been in my freaking office for like 2 weeks. So, gnats live like 10 days, dude. I know I don't know I told this story, but I don't know who all heard it. So we have these things called midges here, right? And they fucking suck. And we looked up that they only live for 2 days at like their full size. And we had one that got into our apartment, and then it died in the apartment. Like the second it got in, it's just like, nope. It's like, I saw the promised land. This is Valhalla. And then just croaked. It was so weird. Why did God create gnats when their sole purpose is to go World War II Japanese fighter jet into your eyeballs? I don't know, man. I used to think gnats weren't like animals. I used to think they were just like particle effects, if I'm being real. For better terms, I didn't actually think they're like particle effects, but like that's the easiest way I could put it. W. Thanks, little buddy. No problem, dude. No problem. No problem. Yeah, much as I hate to admit it, I do think we're gonna need some more support. Yeah, cause you're a freaking Bonzarvin. You're playing with fucking food Pokemon. You gotta get something in there. Get yourself one of those Eternamax Eternitises, and we'll be just fine. Is there any other updates? No, that's about it. Alright. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and do... So we can either do Dex completion or we can do the post-game, which I think we might do post-game because I want to be able to do DLC off-stream. Say this one, not yet. Oh, let's go here. To Penny. No, I want to go there. Yes, 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 yes. Dun, dun, dun. W, dude. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. I am going the wrong way. Oh, I can't climb that? Okay, there we go. Do you see that? I know that both of them did, but Miraidon and Koraidon have like IRL forms. Like, I think Honda built the Koraidon, and then Nissan built the Miraidon. But like the Koraidon doesn't drive, but the Miraidon does. And I think it was like last week they took it out to a race track, and like it didn't obviously go fast, but they drove it, and it looks exactly like how it does in the game, and it's crazy. Crazy, right? Oh my god, you gave me Draco Meteor? You called me over for this? And one more thing. A smooch. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no. Alright. Starfall Street is complete. W. Alrighty. Rototototo. Bum 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 bum. I'm in the thick of it, everybody. You ever talk to your parents and it feels like you're talking to like the principal or something? Or is that just a me thing? Sometimes? Okay. There you are. Wow, dude, my legs are killing me today. I will say something that my mom should not know and feel dread that she'll get mad. Oh boy. You ate the last of the chips. I am 25 and she does not care. I think I'm getting to that point with my parents. Unk, that's crazy. Unk Raven. I got yelled at for walking outside at 4 a.m. though. Why? What? I don't think I've ever used that tunnel. I'm gonna be so real. Like every time I've come here, it's always been like me just climbing over the mountain. I see. The Northern Lights? No, that seems valid though. No more birthday present for you. Damn. And Bing, you're losing your slice of birthday cake. I hope you know that, okay? It's going to me. And I hope you know it's got extra frosting on it. That's what you get for being mean. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime, Bing. Don't do it. What a bit of good fella this here. Santa Claus even sent me a letter. He signed it with cookie crumb grease. It was so sweet of him. I turned them on. Ding-a-ling. What the hell is... What is that? Wait, what? What is this one? I sentenced you to playing 5 hours of Steel of Brain Rot. Oh, no. Alright, just keep running through this. Oh, brother. Anything on these? Oh, we got one. Okay. There we go. Not bad at all. Please proceed below. Where's Moon? I got a vanilla mesa. Let's go. W's. Okay, go to area 0. You gotta go here. W indeed, dude. Okay, that one's getting up there. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. So out of this, like, probably like the 6 things I posted today, I've only had one dud, which isn't too bad, and it's only on one site. Fred, you have brought Miraidon with you. I have! Yes. Wowzers! Wowzers! Jeez, gifted too. Aren't you a special one? Yes. And you say that you never want to hurt me, baby. I know this is how it goes. If there is a world where you're not. Yup. Welcome in, Primordial Lilith. How are you? Give me all your Pokemon. Okay. You're gonna need a bigger bag though. I'm sorry. I've got a lot. Oh my god, this feels very dangerous. Why'd he just plop me down like that? W, thank you for the fried rate, Mr. Bingus. Mr. Bingaling. Congratulations, Lilith, on being second to the stream. Marin orange or Fiji apple. Ooh. Boom, 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 boom. Apple, I think I'm taking the orange. Personally. Yeah, you would say apple. I think Honeycrisp is like the only real apple like I'll go out of my way to eat these days. Favorite Pokemon ability go. Mine is Storm Drain. I'd probably say Prankster or Technician. I like Honeycrisp and Granny Smith. Have you ever been to an orchard and like actually picked apples? Because I guess like every farm is technically, well, not every farm, but Macintosh for me. What is a Macintosh? Oh, wait a minute. Is that why the Macs are called Macs? Because of Macintosh? Middle school trip. Oh, that's cool. Like all of the farms that we had like in the area, I don't think had like an actual orchard, you know. But like we've got this one place. We went to it last year for Halloween, but we've got this place up in the mountains in northern Maryland, and there is a farm, and they clear out this entire part of their property and they'll do Halloween or like a fall fest. And they had this thing called a apple cider slushy. Bro, when I tell you that shit was hitting, oh my god. Genuinely like one of the best fall treats I've ever had. It was so good. Like you don't think it's gonna work, and then it was absolutely crazy. And then we did a cornfield maze, which like I think it was Skylar's first time ever doing it. I've done one, but it wasn't like as big as this one. And we had some kids that went in before us, and they took all the signs of where like if you get lost, they have these signs up that you can scan the QR code and get the map, and like it shows you where you are and all that. And they took those down. So we're like, do we really want to do this? And then we get in, we're in it for like 5 minutes, and immediately I'm looking at her and she's like not having fun, and I'm like, okay, we can go if you want to go. And then we realized we couldn't get out, and then once we found out where the exit was, we also found like where we could keep going with the corn maze, and we ended up doing it with no map, and we felt cool as hell. What was the weirdest thing about it though is like it was Luke Bryan themed, so like the core maze was an outline of his face, and all of the hints to like keep moving were questions about him, which felt really weird. Hear me out, this thing should have secret ability levitate. I think that would make Glamora so much better. Because Toxic Debris is genuinely like, especially for it being the champion Pokemon, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Why would you give your ace, you know, a move or an ability that sets up like it's supposed to be the first thing that gets hit, you know? What in reality is the last? Doesn't make sense to me. Not at all. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Alright, so we go in here now. Limit crystals. W. Hello. But they also had like these makeshift cannons where you could like shoot apples, and then there was like these little basketball hoops made out of troughs, which was pretty cool. The pumpkin launcher was sick, dude. I feel like fall before it gets cold is like one of my favorite times of year. Like I'm cool with like 60-degree fall, but once it gets down to like 40-degree fall, no, I'm leaving. I'm going back inside. I'm gonna put on some socks. And October 16th area is peak, right? I will say, like, I don't know if anybody else has to deal with this, but I know, like, on the East Coast, where, like, in November, you'll have 3 days of the year where it's just 80 degrees randomly, and then the rest of the year, in the rest of the month, it's, like, 20. And it makes no sense. And then you get sick because of it, too, because, like, it just fucks with your, oh my goodness, what are they called? Allergies. Terrible. It's terrible. Okay, so next I think it's not Screamtail, I think it's Iron Bundle that I'm going up against. Right? Metacham, Corviknights. Okay, chat, I have a question. Because, like what I was talking about earlier, where starting in September, I wanted to do like a series a month where for TikTok, where it can be short form content, and then I can edit that short form content and turn it into long form. We're talking like an hour-long video. And I was thinking, right? I want to see if I can do all 400 of, well, not all 400, but do the a shiny living dex in Scarvy in a month, in 30 days. Do we think I can do it? But I'm limited on how many. So I told myself I can only hunt for 3 hours a day. And like I can do 6 hours, but that means I can't do it on more than one day. All right. I think that'd be pretty cool. As like a challenge, and then if I fail it, then I have to do something, and I'll let you guys choose what it is. Something like I have to like wear a costume for a stream or something. Not a maid outfit. It has to be Pokemon related. Oh fuck. I'll do the maid outfit. Just I want it to be worth it, you know? Like I want to make it as big as it can be. Cuz the first time we did it, we were definitely a lot smaller. And then when we did the Elsa one, which was I think honestly worse than the maid outfit, it was probably like the least rewarding stream I've ever done, cuz I had like 2 viewers the entire time. And I was in so much pain. Terra Shaft. No. Because we hit 2 sub goals at the same time. So I had to wear a dress and a wig. And that hurt like hell. and I was cold because it was like November, and then I had to sing "Let It Go" on stream, and then Skylar was waxing my legs, and it genuinely got to the point where like it hurt so bad to where I just had to like call stream. I couldn't do it, and then she had to shave the other leg, so they were like uniform. It was funny. I genuinely don't think it would have hurt as bad if it wasn't cold in the apartment. But like our old apartment sucked. It had such bad like insulation. I just finished Area Zero 2 days ago. Well, dude, W? What'd you think? Scale from 1 to 5 big booms. What are we talking, Mandy? Also, welcome into stream. Also, if there's anything you'd like to go by, please let me know. As well as pronouns. Wow, wow, wow. I need to go in it. In it. Skirt. Skirt. Volcarona. They're so pretty. I want to get the Switch too. That way I can have this game run better. So bad. So bad. It gets harder, but at the end, worth it. Very true. Very true. I think this is like the 5th time I will have beaten this part of the game. But I think this is the 2nd time for Violet, I think. I'm trying to remember if I did it the first time I played Violet. Because I think when I was doing my Violet playthrough the first time, that's when the Switch died. As we descended further into Area Zero, we began to catch glimpses of mysterious Pokemon. Though we wondered if these compact, cruel beasts were indeed Pokemon at all, one of our team suffered a brutal blow from such a beast, was mortally wounded, forcing us to retreat for a time. W. Absolute W indeed. A member of the survey team captured this photograph by chance. I noticed a passing resemblance to the Pokemon known as Donphan, yet differences such as... Oh. Why does it always take so long to put it in chat? Because I can't read that. Who are you? Thank you, Mandy the Angel. Not you, Mandy. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant by who are you. My guy for stream or sound elephants is British, and that was not British. That was somebody new. Who are you? I've never heard that one. Hold up, I want to see what this guy's name is. Wait 1 second. Okay, my alerts. And channel points, other alerts, follow. Noah is its name. Okay, these must be new. Oh yeah, these are all new. No, we'll stick with Noah. Okay, I actually like those. It's kind of sad we don't have Clarence anymore, but I'm rocking with Noah. I'm rocking with it. Future Pokemon. Do. All right, let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Oven, aye. You're not my dad. Sorry, spoilers. Spoilers. For a game that came out 3 years ago. What do you think the appropriate time frame is for like spoilers? I feel like it's 2 weeks. I feel like you have 2 weeks to, you know, catch up, and then if you don't do it by then it's just gonna be unreasonable amounts of times. Maybe like a month. I'm at the part where I finished going the gyms again for Gita. Ooh. What do you think of Gita? Do you like her as the champion? Farigarath. Where's ducking? Ducking. Hoodie Allen is looking at me funny. Okay. No, Farigarath. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Also, Mandy, what's your he's in gems? Oh, gotcha. Which gem doing today? Oh, she's doing the raids, isn't she? The Chempao stuff. Right? I think that's what she told me she was doing. Painting cards, that's right. You know, those are practically the same thing, right? Oh, they're so small. Moon, what is up, Moonly? How are you doing today? Okay, where is this last observation? Oh, it's this way, isn't it? In it. Okay, there we go. How dare you go live the moment I take a nap? My bad. Sent a Scourge card. Ooh. Sent the Scourge has great cards. I might have to drop in. I need to share intimate news. What is that? What does that mean? I got gifted one. Aww. Oh wait, for Vanilla Mace. Oh. I thought you were talking about a card. Sorry, not locked in. Unfortunate. I fucking hate autocorrect. Oh, what is the unfortunate news? I was like, you're sharing intimate news. I mean, okay. Oh, there's nothing over here, is there? Yeah, there's nothing over here. I got debated. I got stank water on me bum. Ah, that is definitely unfortunate. I have 5 Gemby original cards on my wall right now. Oh, which ones? I was sitting in the back of a truck bed dragging a trash can, as one does, and there was a pool of stagnant water at the other side of the truck bed. I was away from it and hence not worried. I, however, did not account for the incline and the gravel road. Damn. This is so sad, chat. Oh, you have a sub, I can't say. Can we give Tucking a sub? Where is... Oh, there it is. I need to go to that one. Yeah. Yeah, I need to go to the hole in the ground. Which is where? I need to remember where these are. Dude, Chansey! I had my nap after I returned from the dentist today, and she's okay. The dentist? Or the nap was okay? Fry, I appreciate your efforts. Of course, of course. I'm always looking out. Sorry, I don't know if my thought process came out. Mandy, I usually ask new people who their favorite Pokemon is. So what is your favorite Pokemon, if you don't mind me asking? And if you have more than one, more than welcome to share. The nap was okay. Amazing. I took a nap today as well, and I did not like it. I don't know why. So, like, when I struggle to sleep, I always, like, I get to that 7 a.m. point where I'm like, I can sleep now. Because obviously I'm tired enough to sleep. But if I do, then my sleep schedule is just going to be the same as, you know, a nocturnal animal. Where if I fight it, right, and I just push through the rest of the day, then I can be fine later in the day, you know? Centric Vulpix, Alolan Vulpix, Furt, and Finison from Gem. Oh, those sound adorable. How y'all feel of the scent of watermelon gum? I don't like artificial watermelon stuff. I feel like it's very hit or miss, because either they try too hard and it doesn't work out, or they hit it spot on, you know? Finison, Pikachu, and Charizard. Ooh, I think that's the first time I've ever heard Finison be somebody's favorite. That's pretty dope. And then repping the poster boys? I do indeed love that. Dolphin is cool. Dolphin is very cool. Are you more of a fan of... Oh, well, I guess not. Because I was about to say the superhero form, but that's Palafin. I'm thinking of the wrong stuff. I haven't napped in years, dude. You need to. But then, like, I take a nap, but I know if I close my eyes, I'm gonna sleep longer than what I want to, which I don't very much enjoy. Cause like, or it feels like I've slept too long. Like today, right? The plan was to go live at, I laid down at 1:30, and the plan was gonna be go live at 2:30 or 3, right? And I woke up at 4, and then I got a call from the people that were picking up my car, and they're like, "Hey, we're almost here." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So then I just went live later. Iron treads. Naps high-key give me FOMO. Same. But I also, like, if I'm going on a road trip, like, one of the biggest things I'll do is I'll go visit my friends that still live in, like, college towns. And they live pretty far away. So we'll get there. I'll sleep for, like, an hour, 2 hours. And then I'll eat something, and then we'll go out and party. Because if I don't take a nap, I'm going to be dead by the time we get to, like, the actual fun stuff of the night. Because usually, like, I'm not there for that long, and we have to plan everything on the same day. So road trip naps are an exception. I do those. See, me and my friend went on this 5-hour road trip one day, right? I was driving for 8 hours. And this motherfucker's like, "Yeah, dude, we'll take turns." Bro slept the entire trip. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? Oh, yeah, we're supposed to go to the research station. My bad. But, like, a nap in my own time is not a thing I do. No, yeah. One of the worst things ever is, like, when, like, I take the city bus, just, like, the motion of driving is, like, relaxing to me, and, like, it makes me tired. But I hate sleeping on the bus so much. But, like, there's some days where I just can't fight it, and I just, like, I gotta pop a little bit of a snooze. Thank you, Moon, for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. Driving after school makes me eepy. Yeah. No. When I was in school and I was only sleeping like 2 days out of the week, I would have to, like, I'd go to school and then I'd go to the Target that was down the street and I'd take a nap. And then I'd wake up, I'd get food, and then I'd drive the hour back to my apartment, and then I'd do all the shit that I do normally. And then I'd be back the next day to do it all over again. I didn't drive to school this year. W. No more bus for Mr. Duck. Did everybody take the bus here? Or did you have to get dropped off? Wait, founder badge, does that make sense? Doesn't make sense. Oh, so I updated my founder badges to where all of the founder badges are on people that are currently subbed and have been subbed for time. Because a lot of my founder badges are on were on people that have not been in stream in 2 years. So it's just updated to where like they're on people that are actively subbed right now. Whoa, that's me. True. Very true. At least until the thing's done, Moon. At least until the thing's done. I'm not gonna lie, I talked a little bit about it before you got here, but only because I was excited by it. I got you on auto renewal. Appreciate it, Wavin. Yes. Moon, can I talk about it, or do you not want that pressure? It's up to you. I got dropped off for like the first 7 years of school, then started bus like halfway through 8th grade. You can talk about it. Okay. Oh, Fry, did you see the fix? They fixed the Ho-Oh immersive card. Did they? Oh my goodness! Hold up. But anyway, chat. So while I pull this up, the sub badges are going to be, so if you do for 1 month up to what, like 6 months, you're going to be a little sprout for a flower, and then once you get past the 6 month period, you're going to be like an actual flower, and then once you get to the year, you're like this. You're going to be like a cherry blossom. And then if you're tier 1, you're going to have a pink flower. If you're tier 2, what we said, blue, Moon? And then if you're tier 3, it's going to be orange or purple, 1 and 2. I don't think we decided. But that's the idea. Battery critical. Yeah, something like that. There, it's in DMs. Okay. I want to see if I need to update my game or something, because I got it in the game. And it's still showing that it's regular in the game. Or the ugly one. TCG Pocket. No, there's no update. Guys, my cat in Captain server is gone? What do you mean? Uh-oh. Oh, my bad. Yes. 95 Cherokee? Ooh. What the hell? Did Captain steal your cat? Not cool, Captain. Not cool at all. I have to sneeze. Nope. Don't have to sneeze anymore. The server client he used deletes the server if it isn't manually turned on every day. No! Captain! Gibbles and Gabites, oh my goodness! Hello. Bless up. Oh, I thought you were gonna sneeze. I thought I was gonna sneeze too. I'm gonna be real. Delibird or Iron Bundle. Glamora. More Gibbles and Gabites. Alright, here we go. Preemptive bless up. I think like because I'm so used to somebody just immediately yelling "bless you" when I say I need a sneeze, to the point where like I felt like somebody was gonna say it in chat, and then that got in my mind enough to the point where I didn't have to sneeze anymore. So the professor's down there somewhere. No, it's huge for you, Ducky. Do you have your license yet, or are you on your permit? Or neither? You just have the vehicle? I was trying depicted from a YouTuber I used to watch the hell out of when he only had like 1 to 3K subs. And I was like the first view on all his videos, then I just stopped watching him. I feel like that's one of like the hardest things in YouTube is when like you grow up with somebody and then like you just don't watch their stuff anymore. Or then like you revisit it and then it's just like it doesn't hit the same. Stopped your sneeze, W chat. Yeah, good job, guys. Now I feel stuffy. Be so sad rewatching them now. Like, I know I've said it a couple times where like the first YouTuber that I watched was Sky Does Minecraft, and obviously like all the stuff that's going on with him is not great. And like it like you watch his videos now, or like you go back and you see anything from it and you're just like, dude, the fact of like all the shit that was being hidden is absolutely insane. Like I can't anymore. I think the only thing that probably hits the same as when I was a kid is like old Simon videos, or what else? Who else did I watch when I was a kid? Old Vanos videos hit the same too. Sad rewatching them now. Oh, old Hermitcraft does hit too, yeah. My favorite YouTuber when I was younger, right? LD Shadow Lady is genuinely epic. I kind of wish she'd just be able to join Hermitcraft, but I kind of get it's kind of weird being that Joel's there too. I don't know if it's weird for them, you know, but I don't know if they'd do it. And Dan TDM. Ooh, I don't think I ever watched Dan TDM. Like I don't think that was ever a phase in my life. Garganical, Iron Jugulus. I was on emo makeup YouTuber when I was younger. I'm trying to think if there was anybody. I watched T Martin a lot when because we were getting a dog and he had the Super Cooper Sundays. Those were a good time. He was a pogo. I've had my license. I've been having my license for got a few months. I skipped my permit. Dude, W. Uploaded daily, and he would do giveaways and have code words in his videos. I would be the first to comment them every day for a few months. My name was like half the wheel for a free GoFest ticket, and I hit the wheel. And soon after I stopped playing Pogo, I just stopped watching and feel so guilty. I feel like that's one of the worst things about Pogo is like you have phases for sure. Like there's points where you get like excited, and then like there's days where you're like, I don't want to go out, I don't want to walk, I don't want to grind up Pokeballs, I don't want to catch the same stuff in hopes for a shiny that I'm never gonna find. I haven't met someone who plays Minecraft who didn't watch TDM. Yeah, like I said, I don't think I've ever watched a Dan TDM video. I obviously I know who he is, and like I've seen a lot of stuff about him, but it's weird. I also, what was the other one? The dude that's a cat. He had his own server, I think. I can't remember his name. Stampy, yes, Stampy Longhead. Or Longfoot, or whatever the heck his name was. Stampy, though, was another person like that I like a whole bunch of people in the Minecraft community knew. Never watched him either. I watched a little bit of popular Eminem. I watched a little bit of popular MMOs, but not like that much. Like, it was mainly Sky Does Minecraft, and then it was the... That's not shiny. No, that's regular. It's just the glow. It was that, and then ASF Jerome, Bayesian Canadian, Lachlan, Vicstar, and then from Vicstar I found the Sidemen. And then like I stopped kind of watching Minecraft for a little bit and watched FIFA. Shadowball! I know, this shit crazy. I read his books, dude. Didn't popular MMOs get arrested twice? Or something like that? Because I know there was the first time. And then when he got out, he got arrested again. For public intoxication or something like that. There were these two big Minecrafters I watched. A smaller variety. I watched a shit ton of TFIL too. Like, that was originally going to be the content that I wanted to make, was TFIL content. Where, like, I traveled the world with my friends. And we just vlogged everything. Ooh, that's fun, right? We were gonna call it the Pact, because like when we graduated high school, I printed out these contracts that said that we would do our best to keep being friends and travel the world. And then I haven't seen them in months. Terrible. I know he reportedly like assaulted his wife, and then public intoxication was the second. If I could be wrong, I'm not trying to say he didn't do that, but especially if he did. But were those proven to be false or something like that? Because I know the person that he was dating, and then after they broke up, and then the new person like messed him up really bad to recreate the old school Lucky Block challenges and stuff. I filmed one of those when I was 14. It was or not 14. I was like 12, I think, and it's still on YouTube. And it's like so weird. It was Pixelmon, and it was Lucky Blocks, and it's just like a 20 to 30 minute video of me just acting like I'm doing a mod showcase, and it was so shit. But I loved it because I didn't have the stuff to like do recording. Like my computer was terrible. It could barely run Minecraft, so I would run them. And then my friend was trying to teach me how to load up Fraps on my computer so I could record. And Fraps kept crashing because my computer couldn't handle it. And what was it? I would go to his house because he was making YouTube videos at the time, and I would ask if it was okay if I just like recorded videos, and then he said, yeah, you can go ahead and post them too. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. It was dope. I have a whole folder from when I was like 12 of unposted but fully edited Minecraft YouTube videos. Dude, that's fucking how much, or what's the sub goal to get that dropped? Right, Moon's gonna blog her a trip across the country to meet everyone and post it to her YouTube. That's gonna be fire. If that doesn't have 100 million views by the end of the first week, we failed. It's still alive. brother, this net. Be the next Ryan Trahan, real? Oh my god, look at the lag. Yeah, this just doesn't hit the same as when Koraidon lands down on you. I'll be so real. What's up, Graco? How you doing today? Yeah, this just does not hit the same. My mom watches him. I'm gonna go make lunch, see y'all in a bit. It sounds good. Wait, lunch, brother, it's 8 o'clock at night. You're making dinner at that point. Okay, I was about to say. What the hell? Huge. 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 Okay. Oop, wrong thing. Doing alright. My back is 10 out of 10 on pain level, but other than that, I'm doing alright. Dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you have physical therapy today or no? You used to saying lunch in your stream? It's real. I think this is genuinely the latest I've streamed for a one stream day in forever. Okay, there we go. No, I got it tomorrow though. Okay. So hopefully that gives you some form of relief. Dude, the acupuncture, if it's I'm telling you, dude, they acupuncture if it's available. I'm not gonna lie, acupuncture scares me. Not because it's needles, but like having your muscles twitch because something's in them and like fucking frying it. No, it feels like I would definitely do it. It just feels weird. I got 1 week left and then they're gonna reevaluate me. W. See where we go from there. Hopefully good news. Whew. Iron hands, iron hands, iron jugulus, and what? Iron treads? I think it's kind of stupid that all of these start with iron. Iron head. Oh my god, dude. I've seen this video somewhere before. Ugh. They're all future Pokemon. They are all future Pokemon. Wanting to peak again this Wednesday? I don't think I'm gonna be able to, Graco. Skylar's off on Wednesday. I'm gonna do my best to like only do one stream that day, and it'd be like earlier in the morning. So as much as I want to, I'm most likely gonna not be able to, unfortunately. Paradox form is gonna be called Iron Spine. Ooh, that actually sounds kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie. Welcome in, though, Volt. Okay, peak session is now. Bye, Fly. Bye, Moon. Have a good night. Oh man, just trying to figure out who all is playing this week. What? Whoever pops up, dude, I hope you guys have a fucking blast. Ow. Wow, they're strong. Now this is a worthwhile challenge. Sure, we can say that. Sure, okay. I think it's gonna be both Brox and Tingley, and then I got 2 new people joining us. Ooh! Streaming people or like just friends of yours? Terrachift. Aw, Clipperson. Oh, Sam, did you guys ever figure out, or did you win your round, or is it still going? What is my editor? And he streams, and other person is a streamer friend of Tingley's. Ooh, W. Do me a favor, Graco. Can you send me their user so I can still like support the peeps? I got a new emote, WDJ. The future must be terrifying. Nice. Okay, so do I have to get this last one? He means Cambridge Standard Time. Oh, dude. And I got you, Fry. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. And the best part is I got it for free. W. Ooh. Huge. This thing's flying, right? Flying Dirk. I did not win my round. I lost. Damn. Was it close? And does that mean you're going to losers now, or you're out? I've got some tea I am drinking. Ooh, what kind of tea? Green tea? Or chamomile? I'm trying to think what other teas do I know. Sweet tea? Unsweet tea? Half and half? Get out! Herbal tea called raspberry nectar. Ooh. Be brave and stand up. Alright, let's go. Let's get this. Oolong, ooh short. Is it like... I feel like the thing with tea is it feels like it never keeps flavor for me. You know? Like it just feels like it's like watered down at all times. Because obviously it's got water in it, but... 151 DA Cresselia to my 96 DA Pheromosa. Damn. In losers now? Okay. Well, I mean, at least you're still in. Deactivating sleep mode. I used to have that haircut. I used to have big dreams. My hair's a mess right now. Oh boy. Do you have long hair, DJ? Or is it just like regular? Reasonable? Reasonable's crazy. Schmoyer. Mr. Ice is also out. No, Icy. Poor dude. At least he can focus on Raikou now. No, it is longer than it has ever been, though. Oh. Booster energy. Let's go. Boop boop. Come on, dude. Give me some kind of. Yep. Sure. Yep. You use Pokeballs. Future Pokemon. Okay, cool. Nice. Tough. W. Amazing. I have super thick hair, so it'll probably be fun to cut when I do get cut. Like, I'll go probably like, I think the longest I've ever gone without a haircut was like maybe a year and a half ago. And I went like 9 to 13 months. I can't remember the exact amount. My hair was like terrible. And I got a buzz cut. I think everybody remembers because this was like VOD last summer. But it was like the entire time I'm getting my hair cut, you know, like the lady that comes and sweeps up the hair. And she's just looking at me. And she's like, what the hell? What's up, the Big J? I'm assuming you don't have the DLC. I do have the DLC. Yeah, this is just my my main playthroughs in Scarlet, but I need to do this for version exclusive shiny hunting instead of doing eggs. You placed the file in book, the pages. What do? Did you finish it yet? The DLC? Yeah. Hold up. Who's texting me? Oh. Okay. Yeah, no. We finished that what, last summer? So now we're just rocking with this. And then once we finish this, I'll do the DLC off stream. But I knew I wasn't gonna. I didn't want to get into starting the Let's Go playthrough today. I think we'll do that later this week, probably like on Thursday. Access denied. Okay, because I need to trade back the Paradox Legendaries for my decks. Could you help? Sure. So wait, what do you need, the Big J? I had nothing to do with that lemon, with what that lemon girl has asked you. I feel like you're fucking lying to me. Because you're the only person that says that. Or at least you say it more than anybody else, Mr. Clifferson. Death can have me when it earns me. That's actually a fucking banging line. Cool. I have Scarlet and need to add Iron Crown and Boulder. Okay. If you give me a week, I can probably get those. Because I'm not at that part of the DLC yet. Okay, let me just pop one of these. I don't know if this thing has... No, yeah, my bad, Jay. I meant, like, I finished Scarlet's DLC, so I've got all of those mods. I just don't have... This is my first time doing the the DLC for what's it called, for Violet. So I mean, if you still need them by the time that I have them, I'm more than happy to help. So like I said, it'll probably be like next week or something. Greatest God of War Ragnarok. Oh, dude, I want to play the God of War game so bad. We have to get through other stuff before we get there, though. Okay, are you going to stream getting them? Maybe. If I by next Monday I still haven't done it, then yes, I will. But if not, like if I've done it by Monday, I probably won't stream it. But you'll still be able to like pop in and I'll be able to switch over. It doesn't matter. The 2 new ones are dope. What, the newer God of War games? Yeah. The 2018 version and then Ragnarok were fire. I'm really excited to see where they go with it next. I really want them to do the Egyptian stuff because I like Egyptian mythology is genuinely one of like my favorite concepts. And I feel like we don't see enough of it in modern media to the point where like if we got God of War with Egyptian like stuff, I've seen talk about a new God of War. I feel like it's not going to come out until the next console comes out, but like genuinely I don't know. I feel like God of War is one of those games where it could never end and it would still be amazing as long as they just keep on the mission that they want. But they're making a TV show about it, right? Or a movie? Kind of like how they did for The Last of Us? Damn. Yeah, TV show. Oh, it's gonna be so good, dude. I hope we start from the beginning though. I'm gonna be really upset if we start from the what is it? Like from the 2018 start where like it's old man Kratos. I don't think they'll do that, but at the same time I can kind of see them doing that. So hopefully that's not the case. I think it's gonna be on Amazon. Okay. That honestly, that would be worth Amazon Prime in general, I think. I used to have big dreams. Okay. You think the professors beat the champion 6 times for the Master Balls? No, I don't. I think they just kind of made the Master Balls. But I think they would have the power to do so if they wanted to. To be perfectly honest, if you think about it, I don't think the Gita or the professor have ever met each other. Like, I think the professor's been gone for so long doing like expeditions in Area Zero to where Gita became the champion and is now just there, you know? I already have Prime. I used to watch anime and some other TV shows. I found out that one of my favorite movies was on Prime the other day, dude, and like I think I watched it maybe 3 times in 2 days. Has anybody seen The Way Back? It's got Steve Carell and Oh my goodness, what is the guy's name? Oh my god. I'm trying to think of what he's in. That way I can call that back. But if you've never heard about it or never seen it and you have Prime Video, dude, you've got to watch the movie. It's such... it's really good. Surf's Up. Oh, Surf's Up's such a good movie too. Honestly, hot take. I would trade the next Shrek sequel that we're getting for a Surf's Up sequel. When you finish, do you want to do a Chan Powerade? As soon as I finish up here, Jay, I unfortunately have to end stream. I can't go too much longer today. But we might run some tomorrow. We're doing Giratina raids tomorrow in Sword and Shield, but we're gonna go for a lot longer. So we'll have time to like switch between games if need be. Hey, brethren. Chat, I have a pack. Do I do Lugia or do I do Ho-Oh? Also, how's everybody's packs been for Irene? Welcome in and thank you for thank you for the noms. Have you gotten any shinies and DAs this weekend? So not this weekend. But on Tuesday last week we got shiny Tapu Bulu in our first attempt at going for Tapu Bulu. We did a Baratic probably 2 raids after that, and then we got a shiny Nidoking 2 after that, and then that was about the peak of it. I unfortunately had to leave Dynamax party yesterday early because I was trying to get this shit figured out with my car's title. But once I've done, we're hopefully going to be doing another one Sunday, and then following Sundays after that. I got a Salazzle Saturday. Salazzle's such a good shiny, dude. The white works so well on it. Penny being Cassiopeia was too obvious. No, for real. Like, we all knew it wasn't going to be, what's his name? Clyde? I think I'm going to do Ho. Is it just not going to play? I didn't want to address it until it played, but it's not playing. What in the world? Oh, it hasn't hit yet on the sound alerts. Hello? Scam. I'm sorry, Irene. Give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on. Do I have a Scatman on deck that I can just play? Why you do this? Why you bully me? Hello? I'm George's student. He's 50? No, there's a 50-year-old student? Let me see if I do it. Hold up. Because it played the other winner. Brother, what the hell? For some reason, it just didn't process yours, Irene. That's really weird. I think he is anyway. That's still weird as fuck. Oh my god, wait a minute. Oh! Chat, I thought I had a god pack for a second. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, I've been getting crazy hits from this these packs. Like, I've been getting, like, multiple holos in packs. I've been getting, like, EXs and holos in packs. I've been getting multiple EXs. Fry, make time go faster. I'm trying. I'm sorry. Some of those students don't look like students. They really don't. What? It's just... I don't know. You can't battle without a Pokemon on the field. How are we supposed to battle? Well, lucky for you, I've got a Miraidon that just walks around with me. APM is taking too long. Real. Bro, I got an ad right when Miraidon came out. Dude, that's unlucky. Ow. See, in reality, I timed it perfectly. Bro, I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
Hey Siri. I'm sorry, that was rude of me.
It's all good.
Gotta make sure that the AI overlords don't sneak up on me. Take me out of my sleep. Hello? Oh! Wow! I will say this part feels really cool. Nah, Siri is too dumb. I can't ask to evolve. I can ask how to evolve a Pokemon and then just tell me Pikachu's Evo. Yeah. What's it called? I said the voice I chose for my Siri sounds like Jake from Stay Farm, so I just call it Jake. Growl. Okay. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. You're not the only one that can do that bullshit. Sir. Sir. Alright, Electro Drift. Dope. That was so worth it. So worth it. Power Gem. Damn. Okay, if mine doesn't do that much, I'm gonna be pissed. Brother. Why do you have so many, like, more moves than me? The hell he did? Skills. True. I just need to be better. Don't tell Arvin, but his mom wasn't that bad. I don't think Miraidon can faint here. That's kind of cheesy. You took it like a champ. You can do this. I know you can. Nice. Oh, I gotta get another hit in. Let's go. Womp. Can I terrestrialize now? Oh my god, my Terra Orb's glowing! Oh my god! Plot protection! Plot armor! Oh my goodness! Yes! Speed rose. Speed raise. Speed raise. Damn, brother. We're just giving it all the buffs. There we go. Toughed it out to keep from being sad, yeah. I will say I like that. Yeah. I used to have big dreams. Once you finish, look up George the student, see how old he is. Okay. It says he's possibly around 14, 15 years old. Jose. Oh, Jose. Carlos, the student. Yeah, no, it says it's like 15. This is weird. Our old psych teacher came in right after my Cars Universe pregnancy combo? Huh? I'm confused as well. I don't know what this means. I was talking about how they would get pregnant. Oh, like in cars. Okay, I get what you're talking about now. I envied your freedom, so now I take it away. Do you think it's just like in like robots? Or like what cuz in the movie Robots they buy them, right? Or they buy the parts and then they put them together? Your baby Two-Face Humbler? Oh, Manuel. Alfredo. Ernesto. What the hell? Senior students, you know. It's a senior student program. That's all it is. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. That's what would make the most sense, but it's all this in quotation students. But I didn't know if they had a humanish anatomy or not, and I was trying to figure out if without a drive down from Father, please. Farewell, my free adventurers. I bid you adieu. 6 hours of driving does things to a man. What if in a future game, like if we did it, if we ever get like a Legends Paldea, we see Professor Turo again, or I don't remember what the other one's name is, but we get two versions, right? And one sends you to the past and one sends you to the future. Seda, thank you. Or if you did both. What if you did both? You go to the future and the past. I think they might do that if that's the case. Because I feel like you'd have to make like two different games there, you know? Too much work for a Legends game? Nah, I feel like if anything, that's like the perfect stuff for a Legends game right there. See how much stuff they're putting in ZA? Compared to like what was in PLA? I feel like that's like the perfect work amount for the Legends team. Especially if what, you get 3 years to produce a game? I just mean 2 games. Oh, I got you. Yeah. I mean, you never know, cause what if say you know the games are up in price, like $70-$80 for a Legends game, and they're just like, yeah, we're gonna make 2 different games that way you buy both of them and you play both of them. So you're spending $160 on Pokemon games. That'd be crazy. I mean, to be fair, I feel like that's with like how Pokemon cards are right now. That's not too bad. Cause what's it called? I looked up my local shop's inventory the other day. Like a box that would have costed me $100 maybe about a year ago, $320. What? Absolutely sickening, dude. Absolutely sickening. What's crazy is like the singles aren't even selling like that. It's mainly just the sealed stuff. To Nintendo after I saw the Switch 2 price. I mean, yeah, but overall, I mean, it's not a Steam Deck, but it's got qualities that a Steam Deck does, and it's what, like $400 cheaper? I don't know. I don't trust the Steam Decks, I'm gonna be real. Like when I worked at Best Buy, we had so many of them get sold and then brought back immediately because they just didn't work. But at least like the Switch 2 looks like it's at least doing what it's supposed to for the most part. Hello. Okay, we're gonna go into the Gymbio. Alrighty, chat. We are gonna call it there. Do appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. I do apologize for it being a smaller stream. I got some Black Bolt stuff today. Ooh, I'm so tempted to get one. Yes. Plus, it's almost all pirated. What, the Nintendo stuff? Yeah. But if you're not following Gemby, make sure to give her some love. Hang out with her. She's gonna be drawing, or not drawing, but she's doing some artwork, which is gonna be Oh, Steam Deck, yeah. All right, guys. You all have a great rest of your day. Love you guys as always. I'll be back tomorrow doing some DAs, and peace. Go, go, go.